Hey guys, welcome back to Scream Queen Stream. Y'all know me, I'm Jessica Cameron, and by this point you probably know my friends in the hot tub with me today, but if you don't, it is Tristan Clay and Destinie Orndoff,
hey.
the deranged mind between deranged minds, the deranged minds behind Deranged Minds Entertainment. I can't, as soon as I go the second time to say Deranged Minds, like my mouth does not want to say it. So we're going to be doing a discussion and a reaction to the Hunt trailer.
Help you? What state is this? Sorry. You don't understand the question. Oh, no, I do. Most people know where they are. Why ain't most people? You're in the glorious state of Arkansas, sweetheart. Bet you knew it was lying. Well, this ain't Arkansas, so everyone is lying.
Okay, well,
Your idea is incredible. I can't argue with that. We paid for everything. So this
the more
country
we can
belongs
cast
to
it.
us.
Right?
It's just business. Hunting human beings for sport. You're not human beings.
Oh, she's in it. Yeah. That's supposed to be more.
I know.
Look at the leads. Normal folk like us. Where'd they get you from? Wow, Mississippi. Orlando. And on us for sport. Hurry, hurry, hurry up. So it's true. We're being hunted. Hey, why don't you wait till us have back? Back with the rest. Go to Jeffrey train. Down at the station. I don't care where we go.
To me, it looks like my kind of thing.
Now they can't see
That's awesome.
Right?
what was that? I think it was a rifle. Everybody get out of here! Jesus! Who are these people? How are they getting away with this? I have no idea what you're up against. They're playing you! Those are the pieces. We'll see. Of all the people you kidnapped, of all the people you killed, you picked the wrong game. Lady, you're crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
Right?
Makes me just want to see it.
Yeah.
And
it's
now-
really good. Right?
Well, okay, so basically what happened is after the mass shootings, Blumhouse, and I believe it's Universal, whoever the other distributor is, have said that it is on hold. So we just don't know if or when they're going to release it. I'm not, for me, here's the thing. I feel like this sounds like a marketing ploy to me because we've not seen them care when similar situations have happened in relation to horror films. And also, like, the film itself is supposed to be about, you know, wealthy people going after deplorables, which isn't exactly like a new concept. Like, I'm excited to see it mainly because I think the cast is really cool.
Yeah.
And these are a cast that I don't typically see in horror films. So for me, that's like the huge draw. But again, I'm like, this just doesn't really make, it doesn't make any sense to me. Do you know what I mean? You know? Hold on, let's pull up the Hunt cast.
I think with like them blaming the video games too, they're starting to like. I hope they don't, but I feel like they're going to start trying to blame film. You know.
Well, and that's kind of like the direction that I think that they're going. Like, again, like they're putting it on hold because they don't want the film to be blamed in theory. But I kind of feel like it has to be a marketing ploy because we've never seen them care before. Either that or else maybe them, like the trailer looks really good. It looks very high production. Again, like to me, this is like probably the strongest cast objectively of a Blumhouse film. And it's also got like a very diverse cast. You know, Justin Hartley, who's great, also super sweet. Met him, lovely man.
This is us.
Yep.
Oh,
Emma Roberts, Betty Gilpin, Hilary Swank. You know, it's just got some really, really great people in it. Like Hilary Swank doing a Blumhouse horror film. Like, right? I love that idea. But for me, it's strange to me that they've pulled it. I get the climate. I understand that. I've just never seen them care.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like no one made a fuss about it. I feel like the biggest fuss that was made was them putting it on hold, honestly. Because I didn't hear anybody complain about it, anything.
And like the marketing they had started was really, really cool. Like if you go around LA, because their marketing looks just like warnings and like all the tape. So it's really, really interesting. And for the record, the plot reads as follows. 12 strangers wake up in a clearing. They don't know where they are or how they got there. They don't know they've been chosen for a very specific purpose, the hunt. In the shadows of a dark internet conspiracy theory, a group of globalist elites gather for the very first time in a remote manor house to hunt humans for sport. Oh, wait. Is that? Yeah, no, that's the hunt. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it's strange to me that, like, this is a movie that they're pulling. So, and, like, the reference to deplorables is kind of like what the press says. I've also heard rumors that it's just not a great movie. And that's why they want to build up the tension and build up the information about it and kind of get people more excited about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Obviously, I haven't seen it. I haven't heard anything about it. But like I look to, we've had, don't get me wrong, there's obviously a lot of shootings right now and horrible things going on in the world, but we've had horrible things happening for years.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's like new territory. So why now? Why this film with this cast? Why now? It did occur to me that maybe because they're A-listers, maybe it's like Swank's people or Justin Hartley's people. Like maybe somebody else is kind of pulling the strings.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Like, and unfortunately, we just don't know. There's just more information that we don't know. I personally am not a fan of like pulling art. I don't believe that art causes people to do horrible things. So for me, unless the movie were to like parallel one of the events that happened and then I could see pushing it, like
Absolutely.
let's just say it took place at the Garlic Festival and a mass shooter opened fired or something, then I'd be like, okay, no, it's way too close to home, let them grieve, let them get over it. But this to me doesn't sound anything like what's going on in real life that we know about.
Yeah.
You know?
I think art reflects life too. And
Other
I
than
think
just humans
if we
killing
didn't,
humans.
if we didn't have
About it,
shootings
but that's
and we
been
didn't
going
have
on
people
forever.
killing people, maybe we wouldn't have a movie like The Hunt. Maybe
Yeah.
that wouldn't be a thing. That's, I don't know.
Correct. And I think, like, again, like, this is our reality. And also, like, don't get me wrong, it's really unfortunate that you have to kind of think before going to a public event, like,
Yeah,
what's the safety
it's sad.
risk? But I also feel like I've been living in that world for years now as somebody in America. You know what I mean? Like, it's just when you go to a concert.
Yeah, it's our biggest
Or-
fear.
Yeah, or like I go to Comic-Con. So it's not like they're new fears to me because of recent days.
No.
Yeah.
Like, these fears have been around for years. Like, probably the time that hit home to me was, like, at the Ariana Grande concert. Where I was like, that literally could have been anyone.
Could have.
Anyone. Or, like, even, like, the Boston Marathon.
Yeah.
Not like I run marathons, but, if I did.
It's just the places. I mean, in a garlic festival. A garlic
You shoot at a
festival.
garlic festival.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anywhere.
So again, like, to me, it feels strange. I feel like there has to be a market. Like, I feel like they're up to something.
Yeah.
I don't think they're like concerned about the American public. It definitely relates to money. It relates to dollars.
Always.
I don't know. I just don't know what it is, which fascinates me endlessly. My hope is that other people don't jump on the bandwagon of trying to pull art or censor art. I think we've already seen this kind of thing happening through the years, with film, which I think can be really, really dangerous. And also, like, hurt everybody involved, Trick or Treat was a movie that got shelved for years because the execs changed over at the studio. And when the new execs came on board, they were like, oh my God, you can't kill children. And the director was like, but I was approved and you gave me the money to kill children. Like, that's in the movie that happens. And they shelved it for years. And it really did, like, slow everybody's livelihoods down, especially for, like, those of us in the industry who do this as our full-time job. When a movie gets delayed, it really does negatively impact all of us.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, like, these are A-listers. It probably doesn't impact them as much, but I'm still, like, very aware of the impact when you stall artwork, the art that people have worked on, that so many people have worked on. And a film, as you guys know, is such a group effort that I feel like, again, you're making such a big impact to so many people. It's not great.
And when is going to be the right time to release it?
True.
Because 6 months from now, we're going to have another shooting, unfortunately.
Hell, like next week.
Next week. Not even giving it 6 months. Like, it's, I don't know when they're going to, when they plan to, if that's what's holding them off. It's sadly going to keep happening. So
It is. Well, it's interesting too because Blumhouse produces a lot of movies that don't see the light of day, like where they actually make the movie and then they get shelved. Like they do that a lot. They just don't normally. They don't get this far along. They don't get a release date and they don't get promoted or trailer released. But like they've made a lot of movies knowing that like okay, so long as X amount go on to make a franchise. This also does feel eerily similar to the Purge series.
Yeah.
Right? Like I know Purge is a slightly different concept, just they're not hunting so much as you have one day to do whatever you want, but I definitely felt it had a lot of similarities between that. And again, to me, I'm like, so are you just going to hold on the Purge series also? You know? Like, you've probably got numbers to show that the Purge did well even in times of turmoil.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't really know. Anyways, it's interesting.
it is.
I wish I could be a fly on the wall in some of these meetings just so I could like fully understand. But I do like suspect, like I said, it's numbers driven, it's data driven, it's financially driven. They're not doing anything out of the goodness of their hearts. They're doing something with a motive.
Yeah.
They're just not.
It makes a lot more sense now that you say that. Yeah.
There's something.
I just don't know what that motive is. But stay tuned. If it does release, are you going to go see it?
Oh
Yeah, it looks
absolutely.
awesome.
Right? It looks really
Yeah.
fun. And
Yeah,
I
it looks
love the
awesome
idea
fun.
of these like non-horror actors in a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and some of the gore looks great. I will say, like, the trailer was a little bit spoilery. I'm
did,
assuming.
yes.
Because we definitely saw at least 3 specific people die.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I saw. Well, I won't say it because I don't want if somebody.
Well, I mean, everybody can see the trailer, but I'm
I
pretty
mean-
sure Justin Hartley died.
And
He got
Emma
blown
Roberts.
up. Emma Roberts, and then that other, the older guy. But, like, I'm like, okay, so you pretty much know how you die.
Which I didn't like.
Yeah, 'cause, like,
Less is
sometimes.
better.
But like, there's a trend right now with trailers, especially where they kind of give away everything in the trailers. Have you seen that? Or like they give away the best moments of the film. You see the movie and you're like, damn it, I could have just stayed watching the trailer and I would have saved an hour and a half of my time because I got the best parts from the trailer. So I wonder if that's not the same with this.
Because they did. They packed it full.
Yeah.
So
I did like how they started it. I thought it started off on a really cool note with her like asking what state are we in,
Yeah,
so
and then
different.
making the choice to kill the cute little old lady. And immediately I was like, okay, fair. If you know for a fact that you are not in that state, and those little old couple who are at that store tell you you're in a different state, and you are certain you are not, then yeah, by proxy, they're up to something. You know, so that's like an interesting choice to me. The other thing that struck me as really weird really quickly were the ball gags.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was strange to me. I was like, really? That's a weird choice. It's a very strange, odd choice to put them in ball gags so they can't speak. I don't know. Either way. Anyways, so where can people find out more information about you both? Now that we're like in dark, sorry guys about the sound and the lighting issues. We are shooting this in a hot tub at Slash and Bash, and we have these windows up there that are letting in a ridiculous amount of light now that I have no control over, unfortunately. And of course, like the sound, there's other people in this complex. So, but if they wanted to follow you, where can they follow you?
You can follow us at Deranged Minds Entertainment on Instagram and Facebook, to Deranged Minds on Twitter, and I am at LivingDeadGirl_97 on Instagram.
And I'm Tristan Clay anywhere.
Awesome. I will link their stuff in the description box below. Don't forget to hit like button down below and also subscribe. I produce new videos over here on this channel every single week. All indie, all horror, all the time. And 10 billion bonus points if you join the Patreon, where you can get signed swag, early access to videos, Google Hangouts, and more. Bye.